Minnesota Vikings made a big time move at the NFL trade deadline yesterday. Taking, snatching star tight end TJ Hockenson away from the Detroit Lions for nil. TJ, General Manager Kwesi Adofo-Mensah, and Head Coach Kevin O'Connell met with the local media jackals today, talking about the acquisition, and it's good times, man. So Will Rag at Sports Illustrated, new Vikings tight end TJ Hockenson, good-looking dude. Hockenson and Will Raggets, by the way. But like we said, like we pointed out yesterday, he looks like the logo. It was meant to be, man. It was meant to be. Then Sam Ekstrom. TJ Hockenson spoke to the Vikings reporters for the first time. He said he's seen the memes about going from a 1-6 team to a 6-1 team. So not only is he a super talented tight end who his potential was sort of wasted in Detroit, but he speaks Memanese. So he's already on that level. His dad grew up a Vikings fan, and he's excited to be just 4.5 hours from his parents' home. Now, he grew up in South Central Iowa, and that area, like, Des Moines and South, it's sort of some Vikings fans, some Chiefs fans, some Bears fans in there too, whatever. But I had an inkling that maybe there's some Vikings connections there. Kramer, Hockenson, expectation is to learn the game plan for Sunday, but obviously it will take some time. I'm swimming, but that's a good thing. I feel like a rookie again, new faces all over. All around me are familiar faces, worn out places. So Hockenson has today, tomorrow, and Friday, 3 days of practice, and then travel day on Saturday to start catching up on the offense. Now, hopefully Wes Phillips, Vikings OC, former tight ends coach, as well as their tight ends coach, as well as Johnny Munt. Hopefully they can just get him up to speed ASAP. There you go. Kramer continued. Complete quote from Hockenson. Quote, that's what we're here to do, is to go somewhere and win some games. That's kind of the first time I can say that, end quote. And it was just fireball, man. Just complete Hadouken. Complete Ryu and Ken over here. I love it. And you could tell, like, from Hawkinson's smile, like, this is the smile of a man who just won the lottery, just ending up here in Minnesota, man. Then Raggets, Kwesi on the TJ Hockenson trade. He's a great fit. He's competitive. He fits into our culture, and he gives us a lot of flexibility. Says the team is still excited about Irv Smith Jr. and getting him back when he's healthy. Now, Irv, it's been Schefter reported 8 to 10 weeks. I think Rap Sheet said 6 to 8. So who really knows what it's going to be? But Irv is clearly the tight end 2 option, even when he gets back here. And I don't think that he's going to be resigning here. As we've seen Kwesi, most of Spielman's guys, most of his draft picks, he's just like feh. And Hockenson is only 25. They got the 5th-year option on him. I think that he has a chance to be a pillar of this Vikings offense for many years to come. Ekstrom. Kwesi on the Hockenson deal. He gives us a lot of roster flexibility because of what he's able to do in the run game and pass game. And then blah, 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 still high on Irv. And Kwesi praising the Vikings personnel department, saying they call their approach the sickness. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Waking up and trying to turn over every stone to find players. And we've said that, where a lot like Spielman and now Kwesi, if, like during the draft, if he's not calling about every single pick to see what the price is, and the pro personnel department, if they're not checking on every single player that could be available for trade or every free agent, they're not doing their job. Their job is to improve this roster no matter what, whether it's the first guy, whether it's the 53rd guy, whether it's the practice squad guys. That is their job, and Kwesi, I think, gets it, man. Kramer. Kevin O'Connell, lots of dialogue with Irv Smith Jr., trying to make sure we handle his injury the right way to hopefully get him back. O'Connell also said that injury could be possible for his high ankle sprain, and he's already on IR, so it is what it is. Adding a player of TJ's caliber situationally, I see some real opportunities for him Sunday. We are in midseason trying not to overload. Raggets again. Kevin O'Connell said the Vikings defensive coaches came to him and were more excited than anyone about the team getting TJ Hockenson, having to game plan him against him this year and in previous years. Yeah, TJ has done pretty good against the Vikings in years past. Scored a touchdown in the game already here in Minnesota against the Lions. Ekstrom, wrapping it up. KOC on TJ Hockenson. Situationally, I see some roles for him, 3rd down, red zone, 2-minute. And I think that's smart, where he's obviously not going to digest the entire playbook, but getting him some work in 3rd down package, in 2-minute drill, where it really is a lot more read and react in red zone situations, obviously makes sense. Maybe even in some of the scripted plays also does make sense. But, I mean, I think that you're just going to see him situationally for the next couple weeks. And then I would say, him and Johnny Munt are going to get the work, but I would say it's probably going to be 3-4 weeks before TJ Hockenson is fully your starting tight end. But it's exciting, man. It's absolutely exciting to get a player of TJ Hockenson's caliber and pedigree at the trade deadline at a position need with Irv going down with injury. And Hockenson, he does have a chance, man, to be that dude for the next number of years. Like, they got the 5th-year option on him next year. I could see the Vikings extending him, and he could be that guy. Like, he could be the next superstar tight end. He's finally in a conducive environment for him to pan out on his potential. I mean, it wasn't with the Lions, it wasn't with Iowa, and now we get to see it here with the Vikings, man. But your thoughts are thoughts. Vikings, TJ Hockenson, Presser, Hockenson, Kwesi, Kevin O'Connell. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts and their thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Must support the work. Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.